Alright guys, I have a pistol a lot of you request for me to shoot and do a review on. Now, let me say one thing. This is not my pistol. This pistol is being lent to me from a viewer. And it is a Beretta Neos. These pistols have been out for a little while. Guys asked my opinion on them because, you know, in my opinion, this is a entry-level pistol, 22 pistol. It's a good pistol, what I found out about it. You know, there's some things that I really like about it. There's some things that I'm not too fond of. This is probably the only review on YouTube with a Beretta Neos that does not have a red dot sight on it. The person who's letting me use their pistol to shoot with, actually it had a red dot sight on, and I asked him if I could take it off because I wanted to shoot at open sights. I couldn't really shoot the red dot that well. Not a big red dot guy, not that I don't like them or anything like that. I just prefer to shoot open sights. Tell you a little bit about this pistol. It does have ambidextrous safety on both sides, so which is pretty neat. The grip is really small, so this is going to be a good shooter for kids and women, or a guy that has small hands. This is going to be a good shooter. It's going to fit their hands. You see how deep your hand actually fits down into the grip here, which is pretty good. You know, I like it. I like the grip on it. The only problem I have is the safety on this side. It does ride against my knuckle or my thumb a little bit because I grip kind of high like this, and after a few shots you kind of feel it, you know, irritating your thumb knuckle a little bit, but for the most part that's really not that bad. This is the 4-inch model, and they also make a 6-inch model. Now that has a rail fully extended on top of the barrel that you can mount red dot, or you can mount you a scope, or you can just shoot open sights. The sights are fully adjustable for windage and elevation, so which I think should be a standard on every semi-automatic pistol known to man, but I like it for the most part. Now there is one thing I do not like about it, and a lot of people don't like it just because of the looks. It does look space aged. It looks like something out of I guess a Star Wars movie or something like that. But if you can get past the looks, it's really not that bad of a shooter. But what I really don't like too much about it is the trigger. The trigger is not that great. I shot a little bit before the video, started making this video, and it's hard to tell when that trigger is going to break. And the owner's probably put several thousand rounds through it by now. And I guess you get used to the trigger, but the trigger is very, I guess, it's okay. It's not great in my opinion. It's got a lot of mush to it. You never know when it's going to break. It's not like a good bolt action rifle or a 2-stage or a 1-stage trigger that you kind of know when it's going to break. This one, it kind of surprises me when it breaks. So I'm really not a big fan of the trigger. But other than that, you know, I do like where the magazine release is. It's right here on the side, so that's pretty cool. The first time I shot it, I had to ask him, I'm like, where in the world's the magazine release? It's right here. You know, you just take your trigger finger off the trigger and press the magazine release, and you can pop in another magazine. This is your takedown. It's kind of like the old high standards, you know, where you have the locking nut on the bottom of the barrel. You actually press this down and this unscrews and this barrel comes off, and then you can take the slide off and you can press the trigger and it will release the firing pin and the spring and everything in there. I'm not going to do that out here because it does have tension on it. If you press it and it goes flying, I'm out here in the grass, I will never find it, and this is not my pistol, so I don't want to have to buy a new firing pin for somebody, a new spring on a pistol that's not mine. But for the most part, I like it. Let's shoot it a few more times and see if I can hit anything with it, because like I said, this trigger, I'm used to a 2-pound trigger. This is definitely not a 2-pound clean trigger. Now I have not put it on paper to see exactly where these sights are shooting. So they may be shooting high, they may be shooting low, left or right, I don't know. I'm just putting it in the dead center of the target and trying to get a good trigger break and hit it. So it's off somewhere. I can't find out exactly where it is. It may be shooting low left, I don't really know, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to keep shooting it. So. All right. Now, these pistols usually run between $250 and $350. And for my opinion, it's a great pistol. It's a great pistol to start off on. Now, if you want to do some like precision shooting or trick shooting, I would advise you to probably get a different kind of pistol just because of the trigger. It's not that the accuracy is not there on this pistol, it's just because of the trigger. You know, I guess something that could be, another pistol it could be compared to is the Smith & Wesson 22A. And if you guys want to see a video comparison on these two pistols, because the entry level price is about the same, and you know, they have some similar things to them, you know, with the top rails extending all the way out. And like I said, the price range is about the same. You know, I can do a comparison video on that if you want me to. So if you want me to do the comparison video between this and the 22A, you know, leave some comment in the bottom of this video, and I'll see what I can do about that, because I do have a 22A I have yet to do a review on. But it's a pretty good little pistol. Now, you know, this would be a great first pistol just because it will teach you trigger control. It will definitely teach you trigger control. But for the most part, I like it. You know, I don't know if I'm going to rush out and buy one right now just because of the amount of 22s that I already own, and this would just be just another shooter pistol. But for the most part, if you're looking for a good first pistol, if you can get past the looks and the trigger, this wouldn't be a bad little deal. So thank you very much for watching. Y'all be safe and keep blinking.